Hi there, Miss K here with my trumpet. This video is aimed at those of you that have been playing for quite a while. You know, lots of notes. You've gone quite a long way through the team brass. You know how to play a C major scale, and you've been looking at the grade 1 jazz book. So these are the books you're going to need. First of all though, we're going to start by playing some lovely long notes together. Now I want you to pick 4 notes that you know, and I'm going to pick 4 notes as well. They don't have to be the same notes. In fact, I'm not going to tell you what my notes are. So you pick 4 notes, decide what they are, and we're going to play them together. So 1 note together, a nice big long note, take a good breath, listen to the sound that we make together. It might be a nice sound with the 2 notes together, or it might be a clashy sound, don't know. So here we go, pick your note, here's my note, we're going to play it together. Take a nice big breath, here we go. Did you run out of breath or did you stay with me? Let's do another note. Take a bigger breath. See if you can keep with me this time. Different note. Your second note. Here we go. Well done. Pick another note. Note number 3. Don't copy me, can be different note to me, just going to make a nice long note sound along with me. So big breath, here we go. Okay, good. Last note, I'm going to go for a higher one this time. Big breath, here we go. Well done. Okay, now I want you to open your team brass at page 16. And we've done these slurs before. These are very good for warming up, get the lips moving, make them nice and strong. Remember that you don't use your tongue. You only start the first note with your tongue, and then after that you're just slurring. So it's a very trumpety technique to do this. So we're going to look at, well, let's, do we need to practice it? No, I don't think so. We're going to look at number 5. This is the one that we did in class, so you're used to doing this one. Number 5, this one. Remember, it's one pattern which goes through the different fingering. So it starts off with no fingers for 2 bars. The next pattern is your second finger, B to F sharp. Then we go to the first valve, which it says at the top of the notes, B flat to F. And then our lowest one is A to E, with first and second. So I'm going to play it first and then you can play it after me. So here's the first one. Your turn, off you go. Great. Second one, me first. Your turn. Next one with the first valve, me first. Your turn. And the last one is quite low. Get your lips quite relaxed. Here I go. Your turn. Well done, very good. Now let's play a scale of C major. If you have forgotten your notes, which I'm sure you haven't, turn to page 28 in your team brass. And we have the scale of C major. So I'm going to play it, well, let's try it together. Okay, I'm going to count it in, and we're going to play all the way up and all the way down. I'm going to go at this speed. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. I had to take a big breath in there. I should have taken a breath at the top and and that's what you're going to need to do. So after we get to the upper C, take a breath, we come back down again. So let's do it again. We're going to breathe after the upper C. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your scale. If you want to pause the video and practice that, that would be good. And make sure you're playing that every time you practice. The next thing we have on this page, right next door to that, is the arpeggio, isn't it? The arpeggio, and it sounds like this. Okay, should we do it together? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So practice that scale and that arpeggio. While we are on this page, we have the chromatic scale, the very next thing underneath the C scale. You can do this without me, really. All the fingering is written there underneath, and you know a lot of these notes anyway. And we've certainly done them in band. You tell me what this note is. That's a C sharp, isn't it? And which fingers do we use for D sharp? Second and third. F sharp, we know. G sharp, we know. Another tricky one might be A sharp, which is going to be your first finger. Now, if you look on the other side where they come down, it's all the same fingers. So our A sharp becomes B flat, which we're much more familiar with. And then we have A flat, which is the same as, which sharp note is that the same as? It's the same as G sharp. Then an unusual one, G flat, because usually that is called F sharp. It's the same note because it's between G and F. Then we have E flat, which I think we know, and D flat, which uses all 3 fingers, and that's the same as C sharp. So I'm going to play this really slowly, and you can join in with me. So we're going to go like this. Ready? 3, 4. Down. So that's your chromatic scale, and if you learn that, and I'd love to hear it next time I see you, if you've learnt that, you know loads of notes, and any notes that come up in this book for a while, you will know how to play them. So that's our warm-up. Do a bit of that each time you practice. You've got some long notes, you've got some scales, and we've got our slurs. So let's put team brass away for a moment, and let's look at the grade 1 jazz book. We're going to look at Swinging the Blues, and I'm pretty sure we started this one before we broke up. So if we look at the page 11, Swinging the Blues, what instructions does it give us? It says medium swing. Okay, so swing is the other rhythm, the other way I say this rhythm is do, do, be, do, do, be, do, be, do. So if we have quavers, the first 2 notes that you play on the second line is a pair of quavers. Do, be. Not da, da, but do, be. So the first note is longer than the second. So do, be, do, be, be. It's probably easier if I play it. So what note does it start on? It starts on the note A. It goes down the scale. A, G, F. Now it's got that sign next to the F. Do you remember what that means? That is a natural sign. So it's a bit confusing. It cancels out the F sharp that's in the key signature. Just ignore all of that. It's normal F. A, G, F, E, D, D. Now just before that D in the second bar, you've got a quaver rest like a number 7. And that's just a little pause before the D comes in. So I'll play the first phrase I bet you remember this when we get going. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, can we try that together? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, ending on the D. Can you play it without me? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Have another go without me. You just start. Well done. Remember, you can pause the video at any time and just practice that bit on your own. The next half of that line is almost the same, isn't it? The first half is exactly the same, but the D is held on. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Yeah? Let's do that together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, you can pause the video, you can play that bit. So remember, those bits are similar but different. So let's do that whole line together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay, so that's the first line. What do we see when we look at the second line? You tell me. It is. I was going to say exactly the same. There's one difference. All the notes are the same. All the rhythm is the same. One difference is the crescendo. What does that mean? It means getting louder. So the second time we finish that phrase on that second line, we get a little bit louder. So let's play the second line together now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got to get a bit louder there, okay? Look at the third line. The rhythm is the same. Do, be, do, be, do. And then the last bit is exactly the same as the line above and the line above that. So the only bit that's different is this first 2 bars on the third line that we play. Remember, this is a blues. How many bars in a blues? 12. Okay, so the bars 10 and 11 are nearly always different to the rest of it. Blues are very repetitive, same little phrase over and over, but this bit's going to always be different. So here's line 3. When you go E, A, remember to keep those fingers down. So I'll play it first. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that bit again. Let's do it together and then finish it off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Finish it off. Okay, so next we get to the improvisation section. Only uses 3 notes, and I know you're good at this already, but think about these notes. Turn them around. Mix them up. Add some rhythm to make it more interesting. Play long and short notes or repeat notes. Okay, let's have a little practice. I'll play a phrase, you play a phrase back. We're only using D, F or G. Here we go. Me first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And stop there. And that would be the length of the improvisation section in this tune because it's a blues. How many bars in a blues? 12. So that's pretty much the whole song. There's only a little bit at the end which I'm now going to play. Why don't you play it with me? Very similar to what we've had before. So this is the last 2 lines. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the end of today's lesson. Have a go at swinging the blues. Try all the little bits. Next time when we get together, I will put the backing track on. So you'll probably need to be going a bit faster. Particularly practice the end bar 32, 33, this bit. Starting on, because we did it in our chromatic scale, starting on G sharp. 1, 2, 3. Do it really slowly and then get faster. Okay, well done. I will see you next time. We'll work on this and we'll do some more stuff as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.